Hello everyone, how are you all? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Srikanth. In today's video, I am going to talk on a very important question, and this question comes in the minds of every English learner, whoever wants to improve their English or want to become fluent in the English. So watch this video till the end because this video is going to be very informative. So without any further delay, let's start the today's video. So before starting the today's video, I would like to request you guys, if you are new to this channel, then please do subscribe to this channel. And in the last video, I told you about importance of speaking in English. If you guys haven't watched that video, then please go and watch that video. I will share you the link of that video in the description box below and in the I section above. So let's start the today's video. In today's video, the topic is grammar necessary for speaking English? So if you ask me this question, is that grammar necessary to speaking in English, then my answer would be yes and no. Yes, I will give the two answer. For the some part the answer is yes, and for the rest of the part the answer is no. So why I'm giving these two answer for one question, that is grammar is important or not, I will elaborate this also. First of all, let's talk about the yes part. Let's say you are absolute beginner, you don't know anything about the English and you just have started your journey today to become fluent in English. So in that case, you should have little knowledge of grammar, a very little knowledge that will help you to understand this language before you start your journey. So what is that little knowledge? You should know at least about the tenses, sentence construction and preposition. This much knowledge is enough to start your journey. Once you have this knowledge, then you should focus on the rest of the part, that is listening, reading, writing and speaking, because learning grammar deeply is not going to help us to become fluent in English. English speaking and grammar is totally different. So grammar is the only basic requirement to speak in English. Okay, so that is why we have to focus on a very little, that is 20%. And what is that 20%? Tense, sentence construction and preposition. Once you done with this, you will cover the basics of grammar, and this basic grammar is enough to start your journey. So why I'm saying this much is enough? Because when we learn about the tenses, we get an idea about how to talk at a different situation when we learn about the tenses. And the sentence construction itself teaches how to make a sentence in English. The preposition will help us to club different sentences together. So that is why this much grammar is enough. Behind this, learning grammar is not going to help us. Okay, so now we know the grammar. Now our focus should be on other part, that is the no part of this particular question, where grammar is not important. And what is that? Reading, listening, writing and speaking. So our entire focus should be on reading, listening, writing and speaking when we learn this language, because when we focus on these things, the grammar things happen to our brain automatically. There is no need for us to give some extra time to learn the grammar. So when we start learning this language, our entire focus should be on the four aspects of learning any language, not on the grammar. If we focus too much on the grammar, it is not going to help. Okay, the another things I would like to tell you over here, our focus should be on natural methods of learning any language rather than focusing on the grammar. So what is this natural method is? So I will give the example of babies over here. You must have seen babies around us in our home, how they learn their mother tongue. We never teach them grammar, but still they learn to speak in their mother tongue. How is this happening? It is happening just because babies or small kids focus on the natural method of learning any language. So what is that natural methods? Natural method means how the baby learn their mother tongue. They observe people around him, how they are talking in their mother tongue. They listen to them. They start speaking in their mother tongue. He make a lot of mistakes at the initial level, and over a period of time he develop his language. The same way we have developed our mother tongue. I still remember, in fact, I still remember my parents or people around me never taught me Marathi grammar to learn the Marathi. In fact, I was speaking very good at Marathi before entering into the school. So this was the fact because I myself focused on natural method of learning any language, and I'm sure you must have done the same. Okay, so that is why our focus should be on the natural methods of learning any language and not on the grammar. So grammar is the secondary part, okay, and that grammar will happen to us, happen to our brain automatically. There is no need for us to give some extra time for it. Okay, so the next point is I will tell you over here. So learn a grammar through reading and listening. What this point by me? We have to learn a grammar through reading and listening. So how it will happen? When we read a book, reading definitely helps us to improve our English communication. Reading has many advantages. When we read a book, our vocabulary is going to improve. Second thing, we get to know about so many phrases that we are using while communicating to the people. And third things, we understand how sentence has been made. So this is important while communicating, and this idea or this knowledge we will get from reading only. So that is why reading is important. Second thing, when we focus on the listening, we get an idea. Listening means we have to listen to people who are already good at English or who speak better English. So when we listen to them, we understand how these guys are speaking, what common phrases they are using, how much importance they are giving to the grammar, and whether they are making any grammatical mistakes or not. So when you listen them carefully, you will understand the learning this language is not that much hard what we are thinking. So that is why listening and reading is important, and when we listen and read, the grammar things happen to us automatically. And the next thing is don't focus too much on the mistakes, or don't worry about the mistakes. Our aim is to become fluent in English. So when we will become fluent in English? When we try to speak in English. If we don't try, we are not going to become fluent. So but to try to speak in English, the negative thoughts always comes in our mind, and we always worry about mistakes. So don't worry about the mistake, just keep speaking, make lot of mistakes, be committed while making mistakes. And what if you make a mistake? Nobody is going to kill you. So that is why make a mistakes. As someone has said that mistakes are the proof that we are trying, and if you are making mistakes, that means you are trying. So be brave while making mistakes, commit a lot of mistakes. Here I am not saying you that you have to speak in a wrong English. Initially you will make mistake, but you have to analyze where you are where you are making mistakes. You have to find out that mistakes, and in the next attempt you have to eliminate those mistakes. So this is how over a period of time you will see lot of improvement in yourself, in your English communication skill. Okay, so this is all for today's video, guys. To sum up all this in a short, I would say don't focus too much on the grammar. Instead focus on reading, listening, writing and speaking. When we focus on this part, the grammar thing will happen to you automatically. Focus on natural method of learning any language. Then focus upon reading and listening. When we read a lot and listen a lot, our English will definitely improve. And last thing is, don't worry about the mistakes, be brave while making mistakes. In fact, commit lot of mistakes while communicating, while starting your journey towards become fluent in English. So that's it for today's video, guys. I hope you like this video. If you like, then please hit the like button, do subscribe to this channel, and do share this video with your friends and family members, whoever want to improve their English communication. So I will see you in the next video, guys. Till then, keep learning, keep practicing and keep improving.